Picture a world buzzing with the most incredible creatures you can imagine, a planet of sound, of color, of instinct. From the silent hunters of the jungle to the gentle giants of the savannah, Earth is an absolute masterpiece of life. But what if I told you that this masterpiece is fading? That the colors are dimming and the wild symphony is falling silent? The hard truth is we're living through the start of a mass extinction. And it's happening faster than we can comprehend. New research has uncovered a difficult reality. Nearly half of the world's animal species are now in decline. First, let's journey to the planet's green heart, the rainforest. These ecosystems are Earth's cradle of life, teeming with a density of creatures you won't find anywhere else. They're home to over half of all living species on the planet, a bustling vertical metropolis of wings, claws, and calls. High in the canopy, where sunlight filters through the leaves, primates swing through branches with breathtaking grace. Monkeys and apes are the gardeners here, scattering seeds as they forage and planting the forests of tomorrow. Deeper down in the dappled shadows lurks the jaguar, a creature of mythic power. With a bite that can crush bone and a coat of living gold and shadow, it moves with an almost supernatural stealth. It is a master of both land and water, a testament to the incredible adaptability that life here demands. The air itself hums with the beat of 1,000 wings, gleaming hummingbirds sipping nectar, vibrant liqueurs cracking nuts with powerful beaks, and insects that mimic leaves and flowers with impossible precision. Every sound, every movement is part of a complex, interconnected web. This isn't just a collection of animals. It's a living, breathing system where every single species, no matter how small, plays a crucial part in the health of the entire forest. This is the world at its most creative, a true treasure of biodiversity. Now let's travel from the dense, vertical world of the rainforest to the wide open plains of the savannah. This is a land of sweeping grasslands and dramatic horizons, a stage for some of the most iconic wildlife on Earth. Here, life is shaped by the seasons, by the rhythm of rain and drought, which has sculpted animals of immense scale and incredible resilience. Think of the African elephant, a true titan of the savannah. These aren't just giant herbivores, they are ecosystem engineers. With their incredible strength, they topple trees, creating open spaces for grasses to grow, which in turn feeds countless other species. Their deep infrasound communications, too low for our ears, ripple across the plains, holding their complex families together. Herds led by wise matriarchs embark on epic migrations, their memories charting ancient paths to water, a living map passed from one generation to the next. And where the grazers roam, the predators follow. Lions, the only truly social big cats, command their territories through a mix of power and cooperation. A pride is a family, a complex society where lionesses hunt together with stunning strategy, while the males defend their dynasty from rivals. Nearby, the cheetah, built for impossible speed, blurs the line between grace and power as it streaks across the plains. This is a landscape of constant drama, of life and death playing out under the vast African sky. The savannah is a testament to the power of community and the raw, untamed beauty of nature at its grandest. We've just marveled at the wonder of these worlds. But now, we have to face a jarring reality. The intricate web of life we've just explored is unraveling at a terrifying speed. The latest Living Planet report delivered a catastrophic finding. Monitored wildlife populations saw an average decline of 73% in just 50 years, between 1970 and 2020. Let that number sink in. A 73% drop in the populations of mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, and amphibians. This isn't a gentle decline, it's a free fall. The situation is especially dire in the world's most biodiverse regions. Latin America and the Caribbean have seen a staggering 95% average drop in monitored wildlife populations. Africa isn't far behind, with a 76% fall. Another recent large-scale study confirms this crisis from a different angle, finding that 48% of the 71,000 animal species evaluated are experiencing population declines. In contrast, fewer than 3% are increasing. What's even more disturbing? The same research found that 33% of species currently classified as safe by conservation groups are in fact declining and moving silently toward the edge of extinction. We are witnessing the very foundations of our planet's ecosystems being pulled apart piece by piece. This is the first mass extinction in Earth's history caused directly by a single species, us. So, what's driving this unprecedented collapse? It's not one single villain, but a combination of human-driven pressures overwhelming the natural world. The biggest driver is how we use land and sea. Primarily, it's habitat destruction. Every day, huge areas of forest, wetland, and grassland are cleared for agriculture, cities, and infrastructure. Agriculture alone is the identified threat for more than 85% of the 28,000 species currently at risk of extinction. When we convert natural landscapes, we're not just cutting down trees, we're erasing homes, wiping out feeding grounds, and severing ancient migration routes. For countless species, there is simply nowhere left to go. The second major driver is the direct overexploitation of wildlife. This covers everything from industrial-scale overfishing that empties our oceans to the illegal poaching that fuels the global wildlife trade. Animals like tigers and elephants are hunted for their parts, while countless others are captured for the pet trade. Layered on top of this is the ever-growing threat of climate change. Rising temperatures are forcing animals to find new, often unsuitable homes, and disrupting the delicate timing of natural cycles like migration and breeding. In our oceans, warmer, more acidic water is causing catastrophic coral bleaching, killing the vibrant reef ecosystems that support a quarter of all marine life. Finally, pollution from plastics, chemicals, and industrial waste contaminates habitats, while the spread of invasive species and diseases further stresses already struggling populations. These factors don't act in isolation, they amplify each other, creating a perfect storm that is pushing wildlife to the brink. It would be easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of this crisis, to just give in to despair. But that does a disservice to the incredible resilience of nature and the tireless work of people fighting for its future. Because amidst the grim statistics, there are powerful stories of hope. Conservation, when it's properly funded and supported, really works. Look at the mountain gorilla. Decades of dedicated conservation work in the Virunga Mountains involving governments, local communities and NGOs have seen their population steadily increase. In Europe, species that were once hunted to the verge of extinction are making a remarkable comeback. The European bison, which went extinct in the wild in 1927, has been successfully reintroduced and now roams freely in several countries. Its conservation status has even improved from endangered to near threatened. The magnificent Iberian lynx, once the world's most endangered cat with fewer than 100 individuals, has seen its population soar to over 2,000. This led to it being officially downlisted from endangered to vulnerable in June 2024. In England, after an absence of 240 years, the first white-tailed eagle chick successfully hatched in the wild in 2023, a huge milestone for the project reintroducing these giant birds of prey. And in the United States, the red-cockaded woodpecker, once perilously close to disappearing, has rebounded to the point where it was downlisted from endangered to threatened. These successes aren't miracles. They are the result of deliberate, strategic, and collaborative action, protecting habitats, fighting poaching, reintroducing species, and working hand in hand with local communities. They prove we aren't helpless. They show that if we have the will, we can turn the tide. These stories of hope show us that change is absolutely possible, and you can be a part of it. The first step is to stay informed and share what you learn. Talk to your friends and family about what's happening to our planet's wildlife. Second, think about supporting organizations on the front lines of conservation, whether they're global groups or local projects in your own backyard. Even small donations can make a huge difference. And finally, think about your own consumption. Making conscious choices about what you buy, reducing waste, and lowering your carbon footprint are all powerful ways to ease the pressure on our planet's ecosystems. We are standing at a critical crossroads. The fascinating world of wild animals, a world that has inspired awe and wonder for millennia, is fading before our very eyes. The statistics are a stark warning of a system in peril. We've seen the beauty of life in the rainforest and on the savanna. We've confronted the shocking reality of its decline and understood the forces driving it. But crucially, we've also seen that hope is not lost. The comeback of the European bison and the Iberian lynx aren't just isolated victories, they are blueprints for what is possible. The fate of the world's wildlife is not yet sealed. It rests in our hands. The choice to act, to care, and to fight for the future of all life on Earth is the most important one we will ever make. The symphony of the wild isn't over, but it's up to us to make sure it can still be heard for generations to come.